Hey there guys, I'm Tori, the Geelong-Flipper. I hope that you are doing super well. Thank you so much for watching. I'm an eBay reseller. I do it full time. I've got 11 books also on Amazon. We are going to be talking about reselling, so if you're into that kind of thing, what I would love for you to do is to subscribe, become a channel member, and maybe tell a friend or two. That'll really help. Let's get on with the video. Lots of fun to be had. Lots. Okay? Lots to talk about. Tori here.
Your Uncle Flip.
Geelong-Flippy. Hey guys, Tori.
Your mate Tori.
Geelong-Flipper here.
Geelong-Flipper.
Me, Tori.
Tori here.
I'm Tori.
Tori here.
Tori here. The
Geelong-Flipper.
How you doing? All right, legends. So here's the deal. If you're new, you may have a look at some of my videos. I better wear glasses. Otherwise, yeah, that'll be visual fun on the road. If you're new to the channel, I do quite long form videos. I do that for a variety of reasons. One, because you are my therapy, but also because sometimes I have found out that I am yours, or at least a very temporary cure for a bit of loneliness when you're listening. So I talk about my day, about what's going on, about what I sell, how much I paid for it, and the videos go long. They just do. Mainly because I'm talking and not working. I'm 52 years old, 53 in October, just like a big boy. Yeah, we just have a lot of fun. So this is a vlog. It goes for ages. If you tap out, whenever you tap out, that's okay. If I've brought any brightness, color, or thought into your day, that's my privilege and blessing. So we're headed off to my offsite, a little baby warehouse that regular viewers know about, the offsite. I actually really, I must admit, it's sort of flattering when people come up and go, because you know, you guys watch me, and thank you, but and it really illustrates that we're all on the journey together. Because it's like, if I'm out around Belmont, Grovedale area, and they're like, people have seen me and who do recognize me, which is still like so humbling. But they'll come and go, "Hey, Uncle Flip." I'm like, "Hey." Straight away I know it's a viewer. But they're like, "Oh, you off to the offsite?" I was like, "Yeah, I am." And it's cool. Like, I like it. I like the fact that we've all been able to impact each other's lives fairly profoundly. Like, we've all made friends. If you don't watch, normally I do a live stream generally around 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. I know some of you American guys are incredible and wake up to join the live stream. So I am, no pressure for me, you know, people waking up at 3 a.m. to watch some Australian on the other side of the planet, you know, sitting in his lounge room wearing a Care Bear hoodie. Don't know if you guys have hoodies. Do you have hoodies over in the States, or are they called that? They're basically a big polar fleece. It's not polar fleece, it's delicious. It's super warm and cozy because we're in winter now, guys, whereas you guys are hit summer. I don't like the cold so much, so we do need to work out a way for me to somehow move north. It involves money, but I feel it would be better for my aches and pains. And yeah, especially now, like, this is going to be our first winter in the offsite, and it's already cold. Like, I'm lucky because I duck in, I pick orders, I put stuff away, and then generally I scramble back out. Whereas Ali, though, Ali is the love of my life. If you're a new time viewer, we're both full-time resellers, and we're engaged to be married. The sooner the better. But probably it was actually meant to be around now, but just, you guys know what it's like. Like, it's neither of us, it's not our first trip down the you know, wedding runway, and it all costs money. And even though we're planning something extremely small, it's just we've had a few financial hiccups that have taken money away from that. So it's yeah, it's bizarre. Like, our wedding is going to be so ridiculously cheap, but when you have other bills coming in constantly, sometimes it's just like, I love you, don't you? And like, we are going to make this happen. But yeah, the sooner the better. I can't wait for her to, like, you guys jokingly call her Mrs. Favreau, and yeah, I can't wait for her to be Mrs. Favreau too, like, actually. And then, yeah, I don't know. It's just different. It's funny. Fun facts, because like I said, guys, if you're new, I promise we get into reselling stuff, okay? But if you're new, it's just I ramble and I talk to you guys, and it helps me through my day as well. So it is just one of those things. But yeah, I would love it for you guys to meet her. I know she's become a little bit bright. She's just super shy and super private. I know some of you have met her, obviously, but yeah, she's become a bit braver. Like, she would never even whisper to me if I was on camera, like doing live streaming or anything. If there was, like, she would say to me literally, hey, if you happen to see my shoulder or something in the video, can you please cut it out? I just don't want to be on it at all. Now she's a bit more comfortable and she just realizes how awesome everyone is. At least you can hear her voice every now and then. You've got to really hear for it, because she still just whispers to me. And she's actually, you would have to really, really look, but she has actually been in a couple of videos too, but she looks like she's just a shopper in a thrift store. So yeah, anyhow, that's the love of my life, and I can't wait that we can get our finances sorted, that we can move north again. Her family is in Queensland, and they're getting old, and I believe it would be better for us, if possible, to be further up north for her family as well. Like, my mum passed away last year, but Dad has got the rest of my family as a support network, which is good. So, like, Dad's covered. I'm not just nicking off on Dad, and Dad is well enough to come up north if he wants to live if he wants to, but, to come up and visit his son. I'm just going to grab a coffee and a toasted sandwich, a toasty, guys, because on the live last night, you guys very generously were throwing money, super thanks. So get a couple of coffees and a cheeky little toasty sandwich, and a big thank you, guys, for being so generous. It was like, yeah, really appreciated. Thank you. Okay, so we don't have many. Okay, now for the reselling content and just whatever else comes into my head, we don't have many orders to pack, but there are 7 of them. I've got stuff though that I want to take out to the offsite to allocate, because I feel sometimes that I am not as on top of things as I should be, and I will list stuff and then I tend to dump at places. So I do have a system at the offsite, guys. I allocate into tubs like you guys should be. I write it down on paper and then I take it back home. But I'm also going to make a change there, because well, my friend, but also channel member, Joe, gave me a baby MacBook. It's an old one, like it's 13 years old, but it works. And I can leave it out at the offsite, and when I'm doing allocation of new stock, I can actually be online and just type the stuff straight in. So I'm not going to do that today. I'm just checking things on the computer to make sure it'll do what I want. And yeah, I'm very lucky, very lucky. I'm going to order a coffee and stuff, so I'll see you on the other side of that. All right, so you guys know the routine, and if you don't, you'll learn it soon. I'm about a block away from the offsite, but on my way I drive past a thrift store. They're open now. Typically on Sundays, the shop has been smashed and there's hardly anything there. But I have a rule. If there's a car park, you stop. And it doesn't matter how much stock you've got, you stop. And I'll tell you why. It's not to buy random stuff like I do. It's to find something that could have amazing value. So so that's my advice. Like, if you've got a truckload of stuff, and you know, I don't follow my own advice half the time, and someone just took my car park too, so I think, yeah, car park taken. I'm not braking, I'm not shaken, if I'm not mistaken. There are no car parks available. So guess what, guys? We're going straight to the offsite because do I do it? I'll go the longer block. If I go the longer block, there is another Oppo, but the weekends around here get smashed. We have a lot of resellers from casual through, which I love for them, from casual through to full-time like myself. And oh wow, there's no car parks there either. Off to the offsite, off to work, off to not procrastinating. Wow. So yeah, we do have a lot of resellers around Geelong from full-time to casual, and so Sundays the casual ones get out on the weekends, and it's sort of, the shop gets smashed. If you're being lazy like me and coming here so late, it's 11:42. You almost don't deserve to find anything. All right, guys, welcome to the offsite. So if you haven't been here before, well, the offsite is where all my stuff is. If you're new in the channel, we love our plushes and we love our Care Bears. We have a rule, no Care Bear to be left behind. So yeah, that's just some of my stock that I like being out as a bright and colourful point. It is all on my eBay store though too, like low key. It's so people who see it go, oh, I might look that up on his store. This is all of my stock, and as you can see on some of them, they've got numbers written on them. That is because when you're starting, guys, don't be fooled. Don't ever think, oh, I'm just gonna not put stuff in, you know, into tubs or in boxes and mark it because I'll never grow beyond my bedroom or whatever. And no, this time it's not about you. But do that. It's a lifesaver. Even I've got 3,200 items in my store, and people talk about death piles. So working my way along here, these are all the tubs filled with stock that is unlisted, all the way around, all the way down there. That's 2 deep, all the way down. And there's all this vintage Apple computer stuff here that I'm terrified of, and I need to start testing it. I need to buy a power board for this place. And I'm going to show you something too, because some of you guys have talked about getting your own offsite. So I know at least this place here, even though you can see I've now got 2 lights up, I installed another one. They are just plug-in lights. They're not hardwired. And, you know, it's out of here that Ali and I work. So literally, like, that's why I do go home a lot afterward, because we've got, it's only 4 meters. I don't know what that is in Imperial. 4 meters across by 6 meters deep. But it is enough for us to both run full-time reselling businesses out of, and for me to record YouTube content. My friend Daniel, when he came out here, because he gave me the Daniel table, and he's like, oh, it's actually smaller than what it looks like when it's on the show. And yeah, it's not a big space at all. But here's something I wanted to show you. So yeah, Ali uses like mannequins. Like, these are so effective for clothes. I haven't started using them, but she was showing me last night some of the stuff that she was listing, and it looked amazing on the mannequin. Looked far better, just more work. Anywho, I wanted to show you guys something in case you are thinking of doing what we do. I'll show you something. Okay, so as you can see, we do have people asking us about power, or just plug this thing in. Okay, but just so as you know, to do that, this power station, as you can see, will run for 8 hours running my 2 lights, and I've got the lights turned up bright for YouTube basically. They've got a switcher on them. When I'm not recording, I can just leave 1 light on, and that will become a lot more hours. They use 40 watts each, but even though it only shows 70. So yeah, this PowerTech thing, there's other brands, That was meant to be $1,200. We happened to walk in on a day that was on special and we got it for $900. But as it's expensive, but it charges crazy fast. So basically, did you like that transition? Basically, I can take that home and within, I would say 15 minutes, even if it's all the way down, 15, say 20 minutes, that is charged, fully charged. It's like charges so fast, fans turn on when it's charging. Crazy stuff. Let me get you set up on the tripod and we'll start working properly, okay? Okay, so before, oh, actually, no, we'll do it the reverse way around. I was going to say we'll allocate stock. My videos are always out within a day or two, like of recording. Generally, for channel members, they're out the same day. So basically, and I'm wearing the Chrissy mic, so that's why the volume sort of has changed a bit. So anything that you want to find out that I've listed, just go onto my Geelong-Flipper eBay store. You can see it there. It gives you an idea for what to look for, as will the solds. But it's clothing, some expensive Ariat boots, and DVD box set. So at the moment, like this is almost a full tub. I'm almost considering, like I'm running out of room in the regular tubs. Sales haven't been great, so I'm still listening to get rid of stuff. Yeah, I need to re-go through these tubs. I need to start stock taking. That's where the Joey computer will come in handy. We'll get into this, all right? There's only 7, so after that I'll allocate the stock. So what we do here is just a bit of a pick pack. What I just picked up then, I buy Australia Post padded mailers, and I buy them in lots of 100 because it gives me a discount of nearly 40%. So it's well worth doing. We'll crack open the old iPad, and I hope that you guys are having a lovely day, no matter when you see this. Okay. So, just have to connect it to the hotspot, I think. Yep. Join. There we go. Just do a cheeky refresh. Okay. So I'm already seeing notices from other YouTube, eBay hoopty-doos that sales have tanked this weekend. So don't be concerned. It's happening to everyone. All right. And if they tell you it's not, possibly they're lying. Okay, so last time I showed you my figures, I think it was like high 20,000 and something. There it is now. I've managed to stay over 20 grand for a couple of weeks now, which has been good. But yeah, 159 bucks going to be paid out to me, I'm guessing tomorrow or whenever. 7 orders to pick. Got to send 2 offers. And there's a neat little variety of stuff here. So actually there's only 6 items to pick because one of them I've already picked. Okay, so without further ado, let's have a bit of a look-see to see what is going on. I'm sorry, Ali just wrote me in the most beautiful text, but she'd be embarrassed if I read it out. I just love her. She's just my best friend. And also, fun fact, if it wasn't for her, I don't really think this channel wouldn't exist. Because she has supported me in doing it. I've said I really want to be able to help people. And straight away she's like, all right, how do we make that happen? What do we have to do? And you poor buggers ended up with me. But I'm blessed because I ended up with you. Go figure. All right. So, look up our eBay orders, guys. So first one is in tub 50. Sometimes with some of these mass market authors, well, they're not mass market as such, but I really should be doing bundles. The books sit around for quite some time, but bundles don't. All right, is that it? Yes, it is. Awesome. All right, so tub 50 also has got room for stuff to go in it. So just a book sale. I love books. It's one of the, like I'm an author, but one of the main reasons I got into this little shenanigans was because I love books and they were throwing them out in landfill. It just hurt my heart. So I got this book for $1. I sold it for $11 plus $10 shipping. For those who are new to the channel, I charge for shipping. Oh, I had something that I wanted to bring up too. On the channel, we all, the Flipper family, if you haven't joined the Facebook group, Geelong-Flipper family, head on over there. We all help each other. It's good. But also because of the fuss I make about these beautiful little bears that are off camera. These guys, right? They're just bright and colourful. There's nothing wrong about them, you know what I mean? I've started getting messages from people upset that I put the Care Bears into satchels. And it was suggested that I should be putting them in bags, in boxes, sending them in boxes. And it was like, you know, boxes are light, they won't add too much to the postage. All I thought to myself at the time was, well, I buy the boxes, and the boxes cost a couple of bucks each, particularly when they're for the larger Care Bears. For a larger order, sure, if you were getting 5 or 6, I'd put them in a box. But I think I do understand, guys. I love the Care Bears too. You know what though? Like everyone who sends me a Care Bear, my collection's awesome. They're viewer presents too, by the way, if you're not familiar with the channel. They all arrive in satchels. It's part of the joke of the channel that we're popping something that we love so much into a plastic bag. So we're like, get in there. It's part of that joke. And I agree, like, you know, a box may not add too much to the weight, but it adds to the cost. And considering it's a stuffed toy, when they do pull it open, essentially the Care Bear springs out, which I think is kind of cute. It's like, hey, I'm here. So box won't be happening. I do like the idea. I was actually thinking for a business idea. It's not my idea though. It's already being done. I think it's a lady. I don't know if it's an Australian company or New Zealand, but basically she buys, I don't know how they do it, but they get plush toys out of landfill or wherever. They wash them, and then they've got their own boxes for her company, and they just somehow strap them in, and it's like getting a brand new toy in a box, but it's pre-loved. I would like to do that. I would really like to do that. So like you get this guy, but he's in like Uncle Flip's Toys, a box, sitting in there, and he's nice and neat. Couple of downsides. Shipping would go up because it's in a box, and then I have to conform to a box. I can't just, heaven forbid, do that. But I do like the idea. I do like saving the plush from landfill where I can, getting them out of op shops, helping collectors relive some of their childhood, or people who have suffered, you know, horrible things. These toys bring us joy, myself included. I was in the military, went to the war. Probably some of you guys are even too young to know that there was one. And yeah, that bright stuff like that makes me super happy. So no, I'll be putting them in satchels. Just know I love them, and I appreciate the fact that people buy them off me. But they go in satchels. That's all part of the fun of the channel. Everyone knows I love them. And they are stuffed toys. But yeah, I started getting more than one message. I thought, oh, okay, I've upset someone here. All right, guys, we're in tub 17 for the next one. I think I can see it pretty much straight away, unless I'm mistaken. Maybe no, I'm not. There we go. How cool is this dude? Wile E. Coyote from the Roadrunner with tags. Got him for $3 or $4 from memory, and sold him for $29 plus shipping. This is the thing about some of this stuff, guys. Don't overlook the plush. You've got to have room for it. You do. It was actually my friend Rylan who like I was already getting some plush, but he opened up my eyes to it, and since then I've been learning a lot about it. There's a lot to learn. Different companies, with tags, without tags, year of production. Collectors will care. People who just want the character will not care. If the price is right and that is missing, don't stress it. Collectors will prefer that's on there and not cut off. But there's a market for everything. That's why I love eBay so much. There is a market for everything. Okay, so this is in tub 19. Is this one going to be difficult to access? No, but it might be heavy. I do think at the moment, with the way my stock is going, I may need to... sorry guys, I know I knocked you just then. I may need to be a little bit more... Well, I prefer listing at home because I get to watch TV. But I think with the Joey computer, I may actually have to mix it up to not have to take the stuff home. Maybe I need a stool for in here, not a chair, because the Cheryl table. Anytime someone gifts something, it tends to be named for quite some time. Like this is, I'm wearing the Chrissy mic. This is the Puddy McPudpud shelf. This is the CJ section. At the moment, Mark. At the moment, it would be the Mark light up there, mate, because the money you set aside for the solar, until I can get that sorted out properly, because they reckon here that there may be some issue with me popping a solar panel outside. So I've been told to put a pause on that plan. So I use that money, and that's the Mark light, the light that is letting you guys see me a lot brighter. Yeah, Mark and Beck, legends. Good friends to the channel. Lots of, if you're new, this channel, I don't know why I'm coming close to the camera, but this channel, this community, I swear, I think it's the best and friendliest, not because it's Geelong-Flipper. I think it would be the best and friendliest channel on YouTube. I might be wrong, but there's over 2,000 of us now. This morning there was 2,222. Kind of a cool number, but everyone is so friendly to each other. We're lucky. Lucky. Okay, so I accepted an offer on this movie. That one was free actually. Found it, they were getting rid of it at a church op shop. Some places don't like stuff like that being there. They'll just give it away rather than make money from it. So I picked it up. I think that one was picked up Sunbury, from memory, when I was in Sunbury. So yeah, it's about making a serial killer, America's most notorious and unsolved cases, and I sold it for $13. That was from memory with me accepting an offer. It is funny. I mean, sometimes I know everyone works, like, I've got stuff going, in case you don't know, I've got autism, right? And it's mild, but it's certainly there, and it certainly affects me. I would feel terrible if it was, I couldn't work because of it or whatever. But yeah, it does make me jump all over the place. So if I do forget stuff, just bear with me. I do come back to it eventually. I may take a second for my memory to jog. But yeah, I took an offer on that one. So, but yeah, how people's brains work. There you go. See, I just had a little episode then. As I was talking to you guys, I felt the thought going out of my head because I wanted to tell you another bit of information, and then I got reminded. So, everyone treats numbers differently. All right, that's not a business lesson. It's just life. We all look at numbers differently, and I'm going to look away at that because otherwise I'll lose my train of thought. I think people like round numbers generally. So basically, if the buyer of that DVD had paid the proper price, they would have cracked 20 bucks. But probably for them, they can go, I can justify $20, but I can't justify $22. So they put an offer in. You get weird offers all the time. You guys would know. I mean, actually pop some of your weird offers down below. Let other people find out about your weird offers. Like, and I'm talking about weird number offers. Not, oh, I got a low ball. Just something that was so close to the proper price that you just went, I wonder why, like there's someone that kept nagging me about a $12 Final Fantasy game. They haven't bought, they probably won't. But I was asking $12 for it, and they kept offering me $7. And I worked out that with shipping, they wanted to pay $15 total. I couldn't. I'd lose at that price. But it was still interesting how people look at numbers. Let me just quickly check here. I just want to make sure I don't need to go back into Tub 17. And no, I don't. There aren't many things to go. But I've got a couple of novels and my old horror novels that I'm selling. And yeah, they need to, I need to get them to send them off. Check out that old school horror cover. I like that stuff. I think it's neat. I need to find, I think at some stage, I need to find, this is the difficult thing. Like, so for my last two books, oh, actually I can show you. So here's, I've got 3 of my books actually here at the moment, but the other one's hidden somewhere in there, I think. Is it? Oh no, it's here. So I'll show you. The last 2 covers we designed. Ali helped me. I designed this one in Canva. It's not just one image, it's multiple layers that I put on top of each other. And I just dollied it around, and then my friend, an American author by the name of K.L. Allister, he helped me put it together. That's a really weird horror book. This is my bestseller. So this is my, literally, all the other books I may have sold, I don't know, hundreds to maybe 1,000 copies of the books. Some of them have not even seen 100 sales. This book has been sold thousands of times. It's just you don't make enough in book royalties to get rich out of it. And it's mainly been read on Kindle. Or Kindle Unlimited. So you subscribe like Netflix, but you get to read books. This book is my bestseller. It has been read literally thousands of times. You can look it up on Amazon. You can look it up on Goodreads. But you're better off. This book is almost impossible to find on Amazon. I chose a bad name, A Flock Apocalypse. But I thought it was funny. It's literally a guy becomes a bird god and tries to destroy humanity. But yeah, I love writing them. But then you've got this one, The Dead of Egypt. Thicker book. This is book 2 in my zombie series, but you don't have to read them in order. So if you like ancient Egypt and you like swearing aliens and zombies, that's the one. So the cover on that one, I am a bit confused now. It was so bizarre. I was dealing with an artist I located online, but he lives in Pakistan, and they've had their problems over there, and just like that, he has stopped communicating. So I hope he's okay. I think he knows about this channel actually, but yeah, a deal. I miss you. But yeah, so for The Dead of Easter, I used a different cover artist, and it took away from the look because the others look like they're part of the series, but I can't find the cover artist. So I'm just I'll probably have to go back and redo those covers, even though they're cool, but they certainly do not look at all cohesive anymore. Guys, I grabbed this one off camera just because it was on tub 13. Are we on? Yep. It's in tub 13. It's sometimes painful to get down to that one. So this is a TCL remote control. It's genuine. When you're in the op shops, some advice to you. Just try to buy as many remote controls as you can. Just haggle. They don't want them in there. Like, they're just because someone gave them a broken TV and now they're stuck with a remote. I tend to get my remotes for 50 cents to $1 each. And this one I do know was part of a free lot that I got. But yeah, I sold it for 12 bucks and $10 shipping. The reason why it's worth doing this, you will sell them, all right? Because to get a genuine TCL remote control from TCL could be anywhere from $50 to $100. Honestly, get them. Okay. Now I've got two books, and then we're done. So I need tub 38. Quite some time in fact, in October last year, I picked up a whole heap of books and wrestling DVDs and stuff like that. I'm hoping it's one of these ones. And they basically just keep on proving their worth. I've made hundreds and hundreds out of them. I can't even remember now. It was like next to nothing considering how much I got. I got Doctor Who books. I sold them for $380 for 36 books. $365, I don't know, 300 and high 300s. I sold first edition books for 180. This one is a bit, like, it's still amazing, but it's pretty beat up. To horror collectors, that does not matter. To me, it wouldn't have mattered. It's funny on this, it goes, this is Jenny Priestley's book. No, it's not. It was mine. And now, wouldn't it be funny if they'd bought it. Now it's Demir's. Thanks, Demir. Thank you for buying it. It's 12 bucks plus shipping. So we'll get that one going. And we'll pop this other books back down. The last part of our pick is in tub 53. Now, this book went for better money. Come here, don't get stuck. Okay. So this book is going overseas. Good catch, Tori, good catch. This is the thing too, because I have been busy and I've been doing stuff, the offsite is filling up. Like, starting to not be neat, and it was neat. But getting all the stuff out of, but one of the main reasons we upgraded to this one was because the house was getting out of control with my stock levels. So that's a thing. Okay, so what we'll do now is, this is called I got a little bit sidetracked. This is called the Seed Bearers. Once again, I probably would have got it for less than $1. It did sell for $39 plus shipping. I believe it's going to America. No, it's going to England. Calvin, thank you. Hope you're a viewer. Tell all the British people about me, please. Okay, so just going to have a quick look at the listing, because there's something I want to tell you, but I want to make sure it's actually there. Realist item. Okay. Okay, so I did write it. That's all right. I wanted to cover myself. Like I said, horror people will buy horror even when it's falling apart. So, can you see that? The book is still holding on, but only barely. And I did write inscriptions. There is writing on the inside of it. Someone wrote I'll be threes. It's probably something satanic. And yeah, I did write about it. And let's have a look here. Yep. Okay, good. When you're listing stuff, guys, particularly when you're new, don't ever try to cover up faults with your stuff, okay? It will happen. You'll make mistakes. But yeah, like I photographed how it's falling apart. They still bought it. It's going to go over to England, and someone's going to really enjoy the story. That's it, guys. That's the pick pack part of it. Pick pack part. All we do now typically is I'll pop this stuff into to get it ready to post, because I do my shipping labels and that at home. I could bring the printer out here, but like I said, I like being home. I like being home. I love it out here, but I like being home. Love it here, like being home. Down the track, maybe. Down the track, it would be amazing if I had Starlink in here. I'd be using so much power though. That power box wouldn't last 2 seconds. Well, it would, but yeah, let's not push it. Okay, so what we'll do, friends, is we're going to pack some stuff up, all right? So give me 2 seconds and I'll get it set up. Okay, not much to change around, so that was good. We'll just pop there we go. So we've got the camera, my hand is there. So okay, from here onwards is okay. I'll put the iPad here so that way I can see the customers' names, but I'm not betraying their privacy. All right. So this is going to be quite easy, some of these ones. First, we'll just pop the remote control. I know a lot of you have been sending your padded mailers back. I'm keeping them. I just use them. So the TCL one can go in there. It's going to Leanne. Thank you, Leanne. And because it's padded, just straight in. Job's done. When you do these through the My Business post, all you need to do is just treat them as your own packaging. Nice and easy. Okay. Now we'll check some of this out here. All right. The seed bearers will go in a small padded, a very small padded. Don't forget, guys, when you're sending stuff overseas, they only care about the weight, even though My Business post might get you to measure it. They do just care about the weight. Now, I won't use that one because the adhesive's gone and it looks like it's growing fur. It's funny, I was saying on the live yesterday I'd had 2 sales, so I'm very, very grateful for the fact that some of them have been ticking through since then. Don't forget too, I always say thank you, I believe, but I also, if you guys buy anything from me, make sure to leave a note to seller that I can thank you on camera. All I do with this, it will sound silly, but I think of it as just like a bit of a buffer, a bumper. You don't have to cover the whole item because there's padded plastic in there, but what I do here is I just put a little slip of cardboard in on each side, just like that. And it's literally just, if it gets bumped or anything like that, I know the book's damaged, but so does the customer, and they cared enough to still buy it. So Calvin will know when he opens it up that I cared enough to make sure it doesn't get bumped further. That's all it boils down to. I just didn't want it to get bumped further. Now, this one here, the Dracula myth. Let's have a quick look. Postage on that one was $8.95. For the shorter journeys, I either use these hard cardboard mailers, because this will fit through a slot. If you guys don't know, go to Australia Post and ask them for a letterbox template. They'll give it to you, it's free. And you can see how much to charge your post. If it fits through the letterbox and it's a certain weight, then you're sweet. You can send it in one of these kind of things. It's tracked, it's not insured though. Just so as you know that. If you do it that way, it's tracked and not insured. But at the same time, if it's tracked, then you can see that it was delivered. If it wasn't delivered, then you've got no insured right of reply. So this can backfire on me sometimes. So if I put it into one of these padded mailers, now I can send it as a parcel, and then it has $100 of insurance on it. But sometimes you can lose out. For example, where Demir lives, I'm not going to say where, but where they live, I don't know where that is. It's in Queensland. Wish I was there. But it may not be near a major city, which means I'll be charged for rural, and that means then typically it's something that's $10.95, even like a normal small parcel is $10.95, and even with my band 5, it only drops down to $10.45. They've paid $8.95. I put it in a satchel that cost me money, and I'll lose a couple of bucks. But I feel better knowing that they know I cared enough. So there's all that to weigh up. Okay, so this guy here, typically they will fit in a small satchel. Even if I have to give him a bit of a squish. Bearing in mind, he's a plush. When they've got tags on though, you do your best to make sure the tag stays on, because unbeknownst to me, this may be a collector. Or to someone who wants to give a gift and, you know, has managed to find it cheaply on my store. So I'm always a bit more careful on making sure that tag stays on. So when they get it out, they can give it, and it looks all brand spanking new. But yeah, so that works out well. And even with my, like I said, with my band discount, I might come out ahead, or I might sort of break even, because these little bags don't cost too much. It's going to Queensland as well. I feel sometimes, I would say, it feels like most of my sales go to Queensland. May not be, but it feels like it. It's as though they're trying to call me home. One day. I think I've asked this before, but have you ever felt that you belong somewhere else? Like, for me, there's 2 places. Well, there was. Now there's 1. Queensland is where I feel like I belong. Places I could live is a different. I used to feel that way about California. And unfortunately, I feel like at the moment, right at this point of time, being, what is it, the 15th of June, 2025, unfortunately, I feel, because like in my author community particularly, I've got a lot of American friends, and they're currently, right now, a lot of them are out protesting. I think the country's, either way you look at it, it's just very troubled. And I think, unfortunately, at the moment, I pray that it doesn't happen, but I think darker times might be ahead for those guys. Maybe for the rest of us too, but for those guys, I do think that may be the case. I don't want it though. You know, it's funny, you see those scenes that are taking place there, and there's just so many lovely people over there as well, sensible, kind-hearted people. So when you look at the chaos over there, don't just think, oh, Americans or whatever. Beautiful people. Beautiful people who are going through a really rough patch in their nation's history, sadly. It's times like that like, because I'd always said to myself, if I won enough money, I would buy a holiday home in America, or I'd live over there. Yeah, I'm not sure. I was meant to be in America in August. Finances didn't permit. but I was meant to be in America in August, and yeah, no, not a good thing. This is a 3-disc set. They don't do this much anymore. The 3 are in there, all on the one spindle, and all I'm doing to stop it from rocking and rolling a little bit, just put a bit of bubble wrap in there as well. But in this case, I am just going to put it inside. The customer paid $7, so I know I've had this for a while. But I don't charge $7 anymore for a DVD. I charge $8.95 because I send everything in the padded mailers. With this, I'll have lost out because you don't get your band discounts. You just get, I buy them in bulk. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I buy them in bulk. So it'll have cost me about $8 and I charge them $7. So it's certainly not the end of the world, but yeah, it's better to do the right thing. Okay, so let's see here. With this one here, with the bigger book, I did charge $10. So for the shipping, just because it's a parcel, guys, it's just what you do. But what I will do, I misplaced these the other day because I was a bit of a silly sausage. Is this it? Yeah, it is. I'm just going to bang it straight into a small mailer, and depending on where the customer lives, it's okay. So it's in Western Australia. I know I've sent to this. I've sent to this address before. So to let you know, here's a fun breakdown for you. I sold the book for $11. I charged $10 for shipping, it was $21. It was not promoted. Oh, wait a second. Oh, yes, it was. The transaction fee was $3.08. I paid $2.31 for my promoted listing, which means I got sent back $15.61. That's what I get out of it. From there, the postage. I'm hoping if it's in a major capital city, I might pay $8 something, but let's pretend I don't, okay? So from there, I would, if I just pay the $10, which a lot of you would have to getting started, I will be making $5 from this sale. And you know what? As I've said to people who make fun of my opinion, when I got started doing YouTube, I taught you guys about the beauty of books and, you know, how to appreciate the small wins, because $5 could be the difference for some people between their kid getting a meal that night or going to bed with an empty belly. $5, you know, I was a chef a lifetime ago in the military, and I can tell you right now, if you shop carefully, super carefully, if you're frugal and you do budget, that $5 could constitute a meal. So nowadays too, I mean, they're not as good as home cooking, but it could even just buy a pre-made meal that you could microwave. It may be that it's not feeding everyone satisfactorily, but if you're, let's call it, if you're doing it so tough, you could buy one of those meals and 2 people could eat it. At least they'd be getting some sustenance. So never discount reselling, guys. Never discount the small victories. And, you know, don't ever say, oh, that was a shit sale. It literally could feed someone. So it's just something to consider. And that's why I think we're blessed to do what we do and have people buy our stuff. I'll take that $5 and I'll take it gratefully. And then I'll pay tax on it. Yes, yes, yes. Tax time is coming up. There was a very interesting, I wish I knew him better, but I don't. Chris Furlong, look up CL Furlong on YouTube. His style may not be something that you like. It's he does long videos like I do, but it's different, just different. But he did a short video the other day doing a breakdown of what it would sort of cost to be a full-time eBay seller. And it'll just surprise you when you do think of different operating costs. It showed me that, like, even Ali and I we know that we live quite frugally. We still have a great life. But like at the moment, because of his overheads, he pays himself, you know, probably less than I pay myself. It was sobering. It was interesting too, though. This is the pick pack, guys. That part's done. I'm not sure if you'd really want to stay around while I allocate shirts and stuff into tubs, but I'll set it up. Do you guys want me just to schnaffle on to myself while I talk to you? Can't hurt. There's only a few items, I guess. All right, so we'll get them out of the crate here. I'll take that back home. So I think I was in tub 50 or 53 before, and I realised that I had room. So I'll pop some in there now, see what I can fit. If I could fit all the t-shirts and tops, that would be a good start. Let's see if they will all fit in. So the stuff I got in the thrifting video the other day at Lara, which wasn't on camera, I didn't show you. I guess I should. So there's a group, the Deftones. This is just one of their singlets, women's singlet, size large. Picked it up for $3. I think I'm asking for $39. Puma t-shirt. Just like them. I think I've got it for $25. This is a cotton on, so it's a locally produced, well, not locally, but Cotton On's Australian. But Kansas City Chiefs, I'm going to say his name wrong, I think, but Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift's love, plays for them. This shirt I adore. It's too small for me by a lot, but check this out. Super dry. I love this brand. The quality is just off the charts, but that is literally flocked. Clever. Cool. More Puma t-shirts. What I will say, guys, my videos come out soon enough, unless you're watching this way down the track. All this stuff is on my eBay store. It still may be there if it doesn't sell. Another Puma. Another Puma. I like the brand. I love the Puma. It's not based on anything. Puma stuff sells. Sometimes it can take a while. This was a Nike Kansas Chiefs. This one too is cool. I will show this one because I know there's you guys, I think Joe, female Joe, channel member. This was a Uniqlo Snoopy shirt. It is size small though, but that is a cool shirt. I love the Uniqlo collaborations. Some of them do have fantastic resale value. So, and just a everyday Nike singlet. Like I said, I picked it up for $3. I think this one's, it's either $24 or $29. I can't recall. But yeah, so all those t-shirts were $3 each. I'll see if they'll all just fit in the one tub. If they do, that would be an absolute awesome thing. Do you guys fit? You do. Awesome. They actually all fit. I'd probably fit jeans in there too. That would make that even better again. I might try. I know it might seem lazy, guys, but if I can just fill up a tub, that would be wonderful. I found another Tupperware beetroot container the other day too for $5. $5 is a little bit on the steep side for those. They all fit in there. That's even better again. All clothes tub 50. Let me get my notebook. I still have to write it down because I don't have it in front of me. And I'm just using paper that I've already used for other things. But one thing we try to do, like we try to reuse stuff as much as we can. Doesn't always work. Just give me a second. All clothes T50. Check out this guy. I think for now, I'm going to put him on display. Because he is cool. So we'll put him on the display. Look at him. Fuggler display. If you don't know what they are, they're funny, ugly monsters. Fugly. All right. Now, look out for this brand, guys. It looks as though it's got the Biohazard logo on it. Just there. The brand is called Ariat. I found these recently. They had 45 on them. I eventually got them for 50. And 50. They had 45 of them. I eventually got them for 30. I've so far knocked back 2 offers of $100 on them. Just because they're brand new listings, and Ariat boots are like really, really good boots. So we'll dispense them into a shoe tub. That's where this area down here I need to go through it. It's getting too busy. I don't think I'll have those Ariats for long though. People like cowboy clothes. They're generally very well made too. I mean, not Ariats, they are well made. But generally cowboy stuff looks like it's fairly well made across the board. And last but not least, this is going to be a pain to allocate because there's just so many of them. Oh, you can still see the table. This is a series called Last of the Summer Wine. It's the complete run, all 32 seasons. I've got it listed for $200 based on my research and sold comps. But as a result, there's a lot of discs. And actually, I may have room. I think I was looking the other day. It's either tub 25 or tub 26. Yeah, tub 26. It's got enough room. So that's a win. Okay, I did that a lot faster than what I thought I would. That's a miracle. It almost feels like the operation's coming together today, so that's good. I did split a nail to send, that was fun. Summer wine, tub 26. Awesome. Guys, you've done a great job. We're finished. We are finished. Got my rubbish here. Put this stuff back. So I'm stoked on that. I'm going to go home now. Going to get some more listings done. I'll talk to you guys when I'm at home. But yeah, we're going to leave the offsite for now. And I'm going to listen to my podcast when I drive home. So you don't have to put up with me for that trip. I've got to stop and get some food across the road there at Aldi. But then we'll duck on home and just chill, work, chill, and work. All right. So guys, are you ready for this overshare? So this is the screen to like the back. I took it off to clean the windows. It's been about 20 minutes now and I can't figure out how to put it back in. Like and subscribe for more handyman tips. Now it's okay. YouTube figured it out for me. Okay, legends, the rest of the day got the better of me. I've done listings. I've got to do some photography. And I have roughly an hour before ideally I'd like to go on live. So I hope you enjoyed the day. Hope you learnt some stuff, heard some stuff, did some stuff. And yeah, I'm going to see you guys live or I'll see you on the next video, I reckon. I've taken a poll and I've decided to do another one.